with God. The quality of our thoughts, the quality of our beliefs, intentions will determine and manifest the world in which we live. There is work to do, and we who are on the path with knowledge of the laws and knowledge of attunement with our Creator, and with love and goodwill in our hearts and minds, must do the work. It is sad to hear one say, but listen, I'm just one person. How can I make a difference? First of all, you are not just one person. You are inseparable from God and all other fellow beings. Your thoughts, your prayers, your motives, your intentions, when positive, have the potential of becoming 100, yes, 1,000-fold. For they will attract constructive cosmic forces of this kind and are attached by and drawn to the thoughts, prayers, and motives of others of like kind. These energies, by cosmic law, will seek to manifest and become experienced realities. They will express through various forms, conditions, and experiences. This has always been demonstrated by the outpouring of love through individuals, through groups, places, and things. Look for it and you will find it. Although this outpouring of love may seem to fade and enthusiasm to help may seem to lessen, it is our responsibility to see that it does not happen. Our responsibility to use our imagination, our prayers, our visualization to see that it doesn't happen. Do this with the creative power that exists within your prayers, your thoughts, your visualizations, beliefs, and feelings. They are creative. Do not grow weary or faint. Your higher self within, when you just take time to realize its existence, will aid you. Love transmutes all darkness. You do not have to experience hate if love is flooding your mind. Unconditional love heals without going through all the lower emotions. Permit the soul to flood you with its love and peace. Its love and peace and light is the very nature of the soul, willing and ready to express itself through you if you but realize it. This is a beautiful planet with beautiful and loving and caring people. Proclaim this every day of your life. Proclaim it. Create this every day. Let this be your continuous and honest thoughts. Keep saying it until sincerity kicks in and your soul joins with you. See what happens to you. Just see what happens to you and your environment and in your world. Refuse to carry the thought or belief that the world is dangerous and that God's people are evil. Your inner faculties and its wisdom awaits you to whisper to you differently, and will urge you to proclaim your heritage and to slowly and progressively express it in your daily lives. It knows how to create exactly as God creates. All of God's creations are good. Our call is to create that which we desire God to manifest. You were created in the Creator's image, and with its attributes, let your inner faculties convince you that you are one with the souls of all fellow human beings throughout the world. Your true self is not influenced by appearances, by culture, by races, or religion. These are limitations and incomplete perceptions of the material self, your ego self. You are a citizen of the spiritual universe. Take full advantage of your citizenship. Appearances does not change the indwelling soul's love of oneness. At this time, by your very presence here, you are ready to sacrifice your lower ego self in a gradual process and proclaim your higher self. Let it go and let the real self, the master within, be in charge of your life and all of your affairs. Is willing to do this. All of your affairs. Let go of the fallible human will and emotions and invite cosmic will to express itself through you as you. Let us redirect our intentions and our desires. Know that we are able to love unconditionally. We are able to let God's wisdom, his courage, strength, knowledge, love, light, intelligence express themselves through us and through our entire being and through all of our experiences. We are to elevate and expand our service to humanity. In so doing, we will begin to express in our lives every God attribute, talent, wisdom, and potential that we can and should in fulfilling our purpose of life, ever conforming to cosmic will and cosmic law. We are to feel happy, we are to feel safe, we are to feel secure in body, in mind, and in spirit, and are to enjoy a sense of fulfillment. From this day forward, let us desire this for ourselves and for our fellow human beings, our loved ones, and for all of life. Now, beloved, I wish for you to stand and stretch and breathe. Stretch, 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 breathe, breathe the energetic air. knowing that it is bringing life into you. Stretch, stretch, stretch. That's enough? Okay, take a seat. Now, I would like for you to simply close your eyes and sit comfortably in your seat. And come with me as we carry out an exercise that is both pleasant and healing and inwardly rewarding. The human attributes of imagination, the human attributes of visualization, when properly used, can serve to heal and purify us in our physical, emotional, mental, psychological, and spiritual being. We are thus able to bring more light from the Creator into our world. Please continue to sit relaxed, breathing according to your own rhythm, with eyes closed. And ask your consciousness to relax your body and to simply still the mind. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply according to your own rhythm. As you listen to the sweet vibrations of the music. Beloved, begin listening now with the ear of the mind as if located in the very center of your head. Listen to the sweet vibrations of the music. Listen with the ear of the mind, as if located in the very center of your head. Now, beloved, take another deep breath and permit the consciousness to flow to the area of your head. And there see your whole head bathed in a beautiful white light. Now carry the consciousness to the very center of your head, shining as a white light, and let it rest. Let it rest. Oh. age, baptizes humankind with the waters of compassion and universal love. These vibratory essences purify the body, the mind, and the spirit. They spiritualize the intellect and establish the basis, the very basis for right human relationships and goodwill. They prepare us for a higher commitment to cosmic service. Let us take another deep breath, and beloved, come with me. Come with me as we imagine that we are taking a walk in nature. The sun is shining so pleasantly above us, and the sky is a perfect blue. As we walk through this beautiful meadow of green grass and colorful flowers, we see that we are approaching a beautiful, gentle waterfall, falling gracefully from a small mountain top. As we approach the waterfall, we see that it falls gently into a small, shallow, circular pool before it continues, flowing as a pristine mountain stream through the meadow. As we view this, we began to walk ceremoniously toward the waterfall and step into the shallow, circular pool. And we sense the soothing effects of the water upon our feet. Sense and feel the water upon your feet. Then we walk further into the pool, and as we walk further into the pool, we lift back our heads and we walk under the gentle waterfall, permitting the pure waters to bathe our face and head. Sense and feel this. Your head being bathed by a refreshing stream of gentle waters. The energies of the water pass through our whole body, cleansing us of all impurities. Feel the refreshing waters passing through your whole body, washing away all tension, fears, and anxieties. See this, beloved, and feel this. The sun continues to shine brilliantly above, and is now sending its rays of pure white light through the water and into our being. We are now being bathed by the lighted waters, which further purifies, refreshes, heals, and regenerates our whole being. See this? And feel the lighted waters flowing through you, removing all fear, doubt, anxieties, and impurities of your mind, your body, your emotional and psychological being. Now, beloved, take another deep breath, but as you exhale this breath, permit your inner self to rise with supreme gentleness up within you. Permit it to flow up into the heavens, shining as a beautiful and loving white light. Send it up into the heavens. And as it flows higher and higher, it shines whiter and brighter. You simply notice that all your earthly worries, your burdens, your fears are simply disappearing. The lighted waters of compassion has transmuted him. You are feeling now refreshed, harmonious, secure, and at peace. For we are now within the loving and nurturing presence of the Creator. Relax and receive this profound love and peace, which now gently surrounds your being and gently bathes your whole being. Your whole being vibrates with eternal love and peace, for we are within the loving, peaceful, protective consciousness of the Creator of God. We are one with eternal light and love, and are now prepared and willing to share this light and love with all humanity. We are within the mind and heart of God, receiving eternal light and love, and we now wish to share it. For we are connected to an inexhaustible source of light and love. This light and love will forever surround and enfold you. It will forever be your protection from harm and from fear. Use it. From now on, wherever you are, this light and love will be with you. To share this light and love, let us take another deep breath and turn our gaze down toward the earth plane. Let us give this light and this love to all the nations of the world. To prepare for this service to humanity, let the eyes of your mind and soul carry you to the United Nations building. You need not have seen the building. Your consciousness knows where it is. See with the eyes of your mind the many flags of every nation of the world being displaced there. They have many colors and symbols. Many of these nations have forgotten their cosmic missions and purpose. As you gaze upon these flags, know with certainty
that with the light and love which is now flowing to and from us, that we can help these nations and flags once again receive, symbolize, and manifest their cosmic mission and purpose. Take another deep breath, beloved, and with the will of your soul acting through you, raise all of these flags of the nations of the world up into the lighted heavens. Raise them. Raise them up into the lighted heavens. The Creator and the Cosmic Masters are ready to assist us. Raise them higher and higher and still higher into cosmic light. Now with the light which is flowing to and through you, light them. Send that light to all these flags. Light them. And having lighted them, let us vibrate them with the vibrations of universal brotherhood. Vibrate them, beloved. All the flags of the world with universal brotherhood. Perform this service to humanity and share that which you have received. All the creative and spiritual forces of the universe are now assisting us. Now, beloved, take another deep breath and let us return these flags back to the nations and into the United Nations building. They are now vibrated with cosmic love, peace, and with universal brotherhood. They are now ready to infuse the whole environment with these vibrations. All who now look upon them will perceive in their inner higher minds the higher meaning and purpose of the flags. Return them back to the various nations, knowing that they have been lighted and vibrated with cosmic love, peace, and universal brotherhood. They are ready now to serve as true symbols of the Creator. Now, beloved, take another breath. Deep breath. Relax now. And slowly and deliberately take 7 deep breaths. And as you do so, gradually descend back to the earth plane. Take deliberately 7 deep breaths. And as you do so, return and descend back to the earth plane. Feel yourself within this room and seated in your seat, and your feet firmly upon the floor. You are back to the earth plane. Feeling your seat, feeling yourself in your seat, and your feet upon the floor. And when I ask you to do so, 5 more deep breaths, and at the conclusion of the 5th breath, you may open the eyes, feeling refreshed, wide awake, inspired, and invigorated. Take those 5 breaths now. At the conclusion of the 5th breath, you may open the eyes, feeling refreshed, inspired, invigorated, and wide awake. Beloved, I now leave you at the portal of a new, universal, and earthly experience and journey. I, for one, feel comfortably now that your journey will be creative, exciting, and invigorating, and you will begin to slowly serve humanity as a co-creator of the earthly kingdom. This will enhance the unity of your soul personality with the Creator. This is the true unity, the true expression, the true romance of the road and of the cross.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lonnie Edwards, and I hope that his delivery was quite inspiring to many of you. Some of you may have had your experiences tonight. Some may have it when you go to sleep. Some may have it next week, next month, during the course of the day, when you sit quietly. You're going to have your experiences. I know that you would want to ask a few questions, and I want to invite the Grand Master as well as our Grand Counselor to the head table, and from there I will advise you of how we should follow through with asking those questions. I know that you would like to ask the questions, and the frat will be moving around with the microphone so that you can ask the questions. Please just raise your hand and I will indicate who's next. Feel free to ask questions that might be bugging your mind. The head table is quite competent in answering any question that you have in your mind. The floor is now open for questions.
I can see a lot of questions in your mind. Believe me, come on. Relax and answer it.
Yes, hand is raised.
With the head table, I would like anyone to answer me as to what is the nature of AMRC in comparison with other religions. If one has to become a member of AMRC, does that have anything to do with whatever religion that they may belong to? What's the Rosicrucian view on other religions in terms of membership in the Rosicrucian order?
The question is, what relationship might be affected If one becomes a member of the Rosicrucian or the relationship with other religions and organizations, etc. Within the Rosicrucian membership are members of just about every religion. And one of the things that those members have constantly told us is that they are now better able to serve and understand their religion. It will have absolutely no negative effects upon your traditional religion. Does that answer your question?
Most complete.
Is there another? Yes, I recognize you, sir.
I have been striving, longing to understand where are we going? Where are we going? That's mankind. And throughout the speaker's lecture, I was trying to find an answer as to the ultimate. But somehow or the other, I feel that was missing, or was it deliberate? Where are we going? What's the ultimate? Or was I asleep when it was mentioned? No, I'm serious.
Oh, I know you are. I know you're quite serious, and I understand your question very well. If you notice throughout the talk, we refer to your inner faculties. Did you not? Your inner faculties. You are on a path journeying into learning those inner faculties, on a path learning to enter into them. That is the journey. That is where you began the journey. One should not think about an ultimate goal. The process itself is rewarding, fulfilling, until eventually your evolvement, your purity, your understanding of your oneness with your Creator, that is your goal. But you began that simple step into understanding who you are. And you began that with recognizing that you have an inner self. That inner self is connected with God, is God. Now there are steps that you might be taught to do this. Very important in that step, the whole question of meditation. And I'm not sure whether you understand what I mean by meditation. But that means quietening of the five physical senses, which constitute the world in which you live, and which is only 1% of the reality. Quieten those five physical senses and entering into the universal sense which is within you. Becoming acquainted with it. Realizing that it exists. And every now and then it will do something or say something, or you have a feeling that something is going on, either in a dream or what have you. I am more than that which I see in the mirror. I am more than that which my five physical senses tell me I am. That's the journey. You're beginning the journey. I hope I